Hi guys, I'm Dan and welcome to my channel, Life Begins at 30. I've been travelling the world since 2015 and in 2020 decided to quit my job in the military after nearly 10 years and during the middle of the pandemic and pursue my dream of full-time travel. Now I'm travelling around Europe in a self-converted van and would love for you to join me on my adventures. So let's dive into this week's video.
Hello, I'm Sam and this is my van. Just thought we'd do a quick van tour, just run you through a few bits and bobs that I've built myself. It's mostly a botched job. I bought it semi-converted off an old fisherman from Brighton, and he wasn't exactly into making it aesthetically pleasing, so I added a few bits and bobs, but I was trying to get out the UK in 12 days, so everything was done very fast and badly. But come on in. So, for starters, I've lined the whole thing with tongue and groove very, very badly. Just tried to cut it round the existing light fittings. Perhaps it's most evident here, where we've just got tongue and groove very, very badly lined up around this pre-existing light. And let's move to the kitchen now, I think. So this is my ingenious kitchen addition. So this unit was already here, thankfully, in this huge cooker, which is just such a blessing. I will show you the oven. Got an oven, which in van life is such luxury. It mostly just melt chocolate onto things, like those Aldi little croissants that are really horrible when they're dry. Bang them in the oven, chocolate, butter, salt, perfect. So I added this thing on top because there was no sink and I wanted a bit more space. So it may be evident to you that this is not original with this thing. So those have got these little doors on hinges, just a few extra bits and bobs in there. That's actually Dan's plate. Oh no, whose plate is it? Someone else's plate.
It's not my plate then.
So here is my sink. This is probably my proudest invention, really. So in here, I have a 20-litre tub, and then shoved inside the 20-litre tub is a diesel pump that you'd put in a car tank to get rid of fuel. And that pump sits inside the tank, goes up here. This is a sawn-off piece of U-bend, which came as the sink, and I didn't need it, so I've shoved a pipe through there, gaffer taped it in.
That's
and then
amazing, mate.
if I go down here, flick this switch, water comes out.
Now, if you had another pipe leading back into that, you could have a water feature in the van.
Yeah, I could actually. That's a shout.
Don't think about it, you need to wash dishes.
So that's my little sink. Up here, lots and lots of random shit, all in little boxes. I mean, boxes are always great for vans. Originally, for months, I just had shit piled in here, which was such a bad idea, and then someone said, get some boxes. So, boxes that slide in and out. We've got all of my kite equipment shoved in the front just to get out of the way, which is quite an effort because every time I drive anywhere, I've got to pile it all back in the rear. But, can't be living with all my kites in the main section. What about, yes, this bad boy. So, unfortunately, I suffered a robbery in the north, which was terribly traumatizing. So after that, I thought I would increase my security a little bit. So this is a motion sensor video camera that I got from an electronics store for €35. It's USB powered, 12 volts, so a little micro USB, just like any normal phone charger, comes out the back of that, sticks in there, and then it connects to an application. So if anyone's moving inside, you get pinged on your phone, which is pretty handy.
I didn't know that. That's quite
yeah, it's super cheap. Here is just all manner of surfing equipment strapped to the ceiling.
You are generic.
Yeah.
Surfer,
that is.
Vanlife.
Yeah, I'm a generic surfer van lifer. So I've got a very full van, just kind of stuff shoved in every corner as far as the eye can see. And probably my proudest addition, aside from all the woods, was the speakers. I'm a fan of having good quality sound in the van, so I wanted to wire in new speakers. So I got these, I had these tweeters popped in, and I just cut the wood around them, and then I wired in this bad boy, which is a 12-inch subwoofer from Halfords. I think that was 130 quid. And my God, this was a wiring job. It's all wired like behind the tongue and groove, under the floor. And then you have to wire it into the car radio, but that was a massive effort, and change the power so it's not drawing from the engine battery so it doesn't run flat. And yeah, that was a palaver, but definitely worth it. But unfortunately, I don't have much solar, and this subwoofer draws a disgraceful quantity of power. So my battery gets sucked quite badly when my subwoofer is pumping.
So when we're talking solar, what have we got on top?
We've got a single panel. How big are your panels? It's the same as one of yours, single 100-watt panel, which, to be honest, would do me if I wasn't running like a 40-watt subwoofer and
Music is life.
and a fridge. That reminds me, this also sucks a shit ton of power. I've got a little fridge behind there, which is just a 12-volt fridge. Goes straight to a cigarette lighter, but it's very bad quality, so it draws loads of power. So
Have you been in Vanlife during the summer and the hot period yet?
yeah, so
Even worse.
so yeah, it's fine because I mostly have it off, but I can't really eat refrigerated goods that frequently. But yeah, I think this was a botched job really, because I wanted to get out as quickly as possible. You know, it's not all my own build by any means, but yeah, things I've noticed. If I were to, at some point, I will fully kit out my own van that I can properly work in, and it's all my doing. But from living in here and speaking to people like Dan, the main thing I would do is cover my roof in solar. Like, you just cannot have enough power. It's like for the appliances I want to run, I've also got a 240-volt inverter down here, which does work fine. I can charge laptops off it, but this also draws quite a lot of power. And when you've just got one solar, it's just not really sufficient. So I would get as many panels as I could and at least 2 leisure batteries, and spend a bit of money getting good quality, or those glass panel ones or something you were telling me about. Two matte glass. It's just worth the investment if you're going to be full-time living in your van, especially if you're a sort of digital nomad and you need access to electronics. The most irritating thing is not having enough power.
So you've got a job now as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I do. So I'm kind of a fake van lifer. I'm actually renting a little apartment now. But I was working my van for 3 or 4 months, doing tutoring online. So I needed my laptops and stuff charged. And that was fine. But now I'm using big 27-inch monitors that I need for my current work, because I work with data and spreadsheets. And I could do it in the van, but I would need a better van.
Something for the future.
Yeah, something for the future.
For sure. Right, and then we've got all these drawers here.
Yeah, storage in the van is poor. All that's just food storage.
Yeah.
Then we've got shelving under here, which is filled with crap.
Yeah.
And then that goes about halfway across the bed.
And this is the bed.
Here's the bed, full-size mattress.
Got some of this daytime footage tomorrow.
Yeah.
Sweet, and then at the back as well. So you've got things strapped underneath.
Yeah, netting.
Good ideas.
Yeah, netting I made.
And then the bungees.
Yeah, bungees are a saviour.
Hoping you don't have a crash.
Yeah, these clatter a lot when I drive. Really, I should take them down, but I'm too lazy. How's that Finn doing? Surviving? Fucking fly. So yeah, that's me really.